Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is your host with the most, White Boy 7th Street, and welcome to my first ever Star Wars Battlefront full entire gameplay. 15 minutes of chaos. We're gonna get 36 kills. I was gonna say 56 and boost myself up a little bit. Hold on. 46 kills and 1 death. Now, I do jump into this ATST right away, but I kind of go YOLO and I only get 3 kills in it. And then I go on a nice gun streak. So it's not all vehicle kills. I know that's a little bit discouraged because for some reason people think I'm bragging and I think I'm the best Star Wars Battlefront player in the world. No, I don't think that's true. I do think I'm the best on PlayStation 4. Anyways, I just am pretty proud. 46 KDR is a pretty nice streak to go on, and I think it's going to be very interesting if there's this subculture of people who just try to get the highest KD using turrets and try to no-scope Luke Skywalker. Right here I missed, but I do take him out. Like, there's got to be different playstyles, and that's what I really like about Battlefront. It's kind of impressive how massive it is, and this kind of was a thing in Battlefield, but I figure it works a lot better in Battlefront. If you guys don't know, DICE and EA make both Battlefield and Star Wars, and I always thought it was kind of unique in Battlefield, the meta where you could play in the tanks or you could play in the jets. I had a period in my life where I did nothing but fly helicopters in Battlefield, and it was cool. And I want to show off another cool feature here in Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront, is you can switch to third person at will, and I don't think that's really been a feature in first-person shooter games, because, I mean, technically you would be going into third-person shooter. So I just think that's really unique, and if you're trying to get better at Battlefront, one tip I can give you is switch to third-person by holding down on the D-pad when you're crouched, especially when you're moving back and forth, when you're trying to do some jump shots, when you're in close combat scenarios. It works really good, and I would recommend you try that out. It worked for me right there when I was hugging the wall. They couldn't see me because I was crouched, but I had that third person perspective to see over my shoulder, and I could see them coming. People do it in DayZ all the time. But anyways, what I was talking about is I thought it was really cool in Battlefield how there was this all-out war going on, but it always lost its appeal like 2 or 3 months after the game came out for me. And yes, I was a hardcore, COD fanboy for a long time, but I still respect Battlefield 4 to this day. It still holds up, but at the same time, it had a rough launch. It lost a lot of appeal to the general population back then, and basically what I'm trying to say is it was a genius move to take the creators of Battlefield and give them the Star Wars universe to have this truly impressive, massive battle that's going on, this war, 20 people on both teams. You have these AT-ATs, the AT-STs, you have the planes going back and forth, the X-Wings. It's just awesome to experience any part of that. And you can pick, what do you want to do? Do you want to be a sniper? Do you want to play the objective? Do you want to get in these tanks? Do you want to be a supportive player? Like, there's so many different roles and so many different scenarios that you can do, and this is just one map. And I've played it, I don't know, like 50 times, and I still am loving it. I am getting a little snow blind from looking at the snow all day long, But other than that, it is really awesome. And I really, really hope that they include some more maps or game types. I heard if you leave a like on this video and we get over 5,000 that they would. Maybe I'm lying for personal reasons. But anyways, I want to hear your opinions. What do you like about this game? What don't you like about it? I know we're only testing out this one game type that kind of reminds me of the game type Rush, but just a little bit more intense. The spawns are so good and action-packed. Like, they always have something going on, even though these maps are pretty huge, but there's always some action. So I go on that nice little sniper streak, and I really like in this game how you can use your jetpack to reach on top of mountains, and a lot of people do not expect people to be looking down. So that's another tip that I can give you. Take the extra jump, like use your jetpack twice and get on top of some mountain and use your sniper rifle. People are not going to expect you to be up there. So I did fall back to get into this ATST because I figured I have a nice score going right now. I want to keep it rolling. I want to keep it going. And a really easy way to get kills is use these and use them effectively, or be aggressive with them as well. It's an offensive weapon, and you don't have to take it like a tank, because you're literally a sitting duck. You kind of look like a standing duck with some weird legs, a shaved duck. I don't know. These look so creepy too, and they're scary. They're very intimidating. Every time you look at them, it looks like they're aiming at you. And I really, like I was talking about earlier, there's this whole different battle going on right now in the cave system, and the only part that I'm experiencing is the exit/entrance, and it's still going down. Luke Skywalker, here's another tip. If you're getting into Star Wars Battlefront, do not fight vehicles as the heroes. It's not very effective. You're gonna die. You're gonna lose that fight. Try to take it to close combat scenarios away from vehicles as far as possible. That's my tip for you. Now, as powerful as these vehicles are, one thing that Star Wars Battlefront did really well is your weapons, your regular weapons, are very effective against vehicles, and especially your sniper rifle. A lot of people have been using that as their default, but if they're not, they probably have a grenade on there, and they all work great against vehicles. And even if you're doing really well, you pick up one special around the map, that thermobaric grenade. You launch it anywhere near this and it destroys it. So there's a really nice balance to that. And there I go falling back again. I wanted to get a high score, so I want to preserve my life, and I fall back. And I wonder if I would have had a higher score if instead of the ATST I take the AT-AT. And I hope I'm getting this terminology correct. I kind of want to go back and watch all the Star Wars movies. I watched 4 and 5. I still got 6 to go, and then I think you watch 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. That's how you're supposed to watch Star Wars. I'm pretty sure, and it's really cool to see how realistic like everything is, from the sounds to the X-wing to pretty. I mean, the lightsabers and the gun sounds are absolutely incredible. And one tip in this vehicle that I can give you is save your L1 for people who you want to murder. Close range, they're creeping up on you, they're freaking you out. Just use L1 to take them out, and don't worry about them anymore, and it gives you the peace of mind to move on. Like right there, it pretty much guarantees you a kill up close. The detonation is really fast and really responsive, so that's pretty cool. And right now, I'm just kind of falling back. I kind of want to take advantage of the cave. I don't know if you have seen 20 people spawn in this cave before, but I have, and I was on the little turret in front of me, and I choked. I only got 2 of them, but literally the entire team spawned in that cave, so I was hoping for that to happen. A missile's incoming, and it's destroying me pretty well here. I'm a little nervous. I'm at 28% health right now, and I still have that mind frame of staying alive, and I don't want to die. I want a high kill death ratio, so I'm going to play a little bit defensive after I clean these people up, these little stragglers. I'm going to play a little defensive and wait for another vehicle to get into. I'm kind of vulnerable. I can take 1 missile and I would explode. Even a sniper rifle would put me in danger if I take a sniper shot. So I just want to pick up a few more easy kills. I can pretty confidently 1v1 people, 1v even 3 people at this point if they're spawning in the cave. So I just want to, get some free easy kills, and I think this would be a great way to rank up in multiplayer. Right now you can only get to level 5 in the beta, but if you're trying to get some easy XP, I'm assuming these vehicles are going to be a good way. So we're going to fast forward until we get some action. I'm going to play kind of cautiously until I can find some. Alright, so I stayed pretty cautious, sticking to the outside of the map with my sniper rifle, taking pot shots across the map. Not very successful, but then I found the hero power pickup, and that was so lucky. I snatched it before this guy, Darth Vader, to end the game. This is pretty sweet. The music is playing. I'm pumped up. We're about to win. Our walkers are in pretty good standing. I played a good role of, pushing the enemy morale down their throats. It was pretty brutal seeing me go 46-1 at this point. They can't stop me. They're thinking that. I see Luke. Even Luke's running from me. He doesn't want any of this. I'm going to spank him, teach him a lesson that I should have taught him when he was a baby, to respect his elders. He's running away. Actually, he's giving me the respect. But, again, do not try to attack those. It's not going to work out well. So I'm just flying across the map like the Wicked Witch of the West. I think I choke slam him and bring him in the air, and his body goes flying, but I start twitching. But only 1 kill, I guess, as Darth Vader. I kind of waited. I was kind of cautious, but I didn't die. Almost 10,000 score, 46-1. Please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. 13 minutes and 37 seconds.